Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Today I'm gonna show you how you can get the Death from Above in Battlefield 5. For this trophy you need to take out 5 stationaries with an airplane. Now, there are 2 ways you can get this trophy. One way you have to play the game and try to get this trophy legit. And the second option I will show you in a couple of minutes. This video is going to be for those people who are a little new for the Battlefield. If you are a veteran, you are welcome as well. So, let us begin with the first option. So, let me paint a picture for you guys. Now, for the first challenge you're gonna run into if you want to start flying plane for the first time, is start to know how the plane actually performs. You know, get a good handle and use of the plane when you fly for the first time. You know how the plane will behave, for example, like if you turn up and down and get full control over the aircraft itself, and that can take some time. And at the same time, when you are trying to know how the plane act, you will run into certain issues, such as you have to handle enemy ground fire, anti-aircraft guns, and of course most annoying is like the enemy fighters you're gonna meet on and on. And for some players, they just only fly planes all the time. So when you manage to shoot them down, they were probably gonna sit back in their base and wait for the next plane to spawn in and barely do any ground fighting on the ground. If you play as the Germans or the British, you have 4 upgrades you can choose from to improve your plane. And if you play as American or in Japanese, you have 6 upgrades you can choose from. So with all of these upgrades, some you can see in the specification menu, like adding more guns to the plane, high explosive ammunition, bigger bomb, improved engine, and of course better movability with your plane. So with all of those upgrades, it can take some time before you get them by yourself. And for some pilot already have all of these upgrades when you're trying to go up against them. And that can also be very difficult if you want to go up against those pilots and trying to shoot them down. And normally, since they have all the upgrades, they can actually get behind you and shoot you down. So, with that said and done, let's talk about those stationaries. You can see them all on the minimap you have. But when you're flying a plane and getting constantly shot upon, it's very difficult to get a perfect hit. You can see them all around the map, like mountain machine gun, artillery, anti-aircraft guns. Before an enemy heading into a stationary, you can see them on the minimap. When he starting using it, he will no longer be viewable on the minimap. Only the time they will be revealed is when he leave or been dealt with. When an anti-air gun are destroyed, you don't know if they are operated or have been completely destroyed. It can be a little confusing in the beginning when you're flying plane. Some players know all of these locations where they are located and trying to deal with them so they can take them out very early on in the game. So they have control both in the air and on the ground. So with that picture painted, let's go with option number 2. Now, what I love about Battlefield is like you can actually get you access to your own private game by renting your own server, and luckily these games are actually free. But you need to be up to 4 players to make this to work. I can recommend you have your own password in place. This can actually prevent you from having random joining your game and make it less complicated for you. If you are in a squad of 3 to 4 people, when you start your own game, you can actually run into certain issues that the game cannot want to load. And the reason why is like you need to be 2 people on different teams. So I can recommend to be 2 squads or join the server manually. So this can be a small issue you can run into when you're trying to start your own game. So we have a little small issue here, but we managed to sort it out. And we managed to make the game start to load. So we went with Conquest on Narvik. Here you can find a lot of good location for stationary kills and we need. Finally my friend was joining. Alright, now let's get this trophy done. I can recommend to spawn in as a support guy, because we're gonna destroy a lot of stationaries in this game. So yeah. So we decided to meet on Echo on E on the ammo depot. And over here we will find 4 stationaries, 1 anti-air gun, anti-tank gun and 2 mounted machine guns. And here I'm trying to reveal my location, tell my friend where my location is. But as a new player you can also, yeah, you can see for yourself, it can be a little challenging to get these things done right away. One thing I can recommend is actually use, for example, like mines. So this can actually help to give that extra boom you need when they're dropping the bomb and increase the chances to take out those stationaries. So, let my friend to back off. And there you go. So all you have to do now is just repair them and get them back up in operation again, and you just repeat the cycle. And as well, revive those who has fallen. Put some extra explosive around and get in position and get ready. Okay, everybody's ready. Okay, let's go. Okay, we are going for the heavy bomber. Now before we begin, it's very important you build high altitude with your plane. Use the white circle, use your friend as a target, make sure you stand nearby to the stationaries and drop the bombs. If you fail, take your time you need and you will eventually have it by yourself. In this moment it can be a very good idea to fly to a resupply station to resupply your plane. You can find them both at the end of the map. Meanwhile, when you are resupply your plane, your team is now in a hurry now to rebuild the stationary, get all the players in the right position. And of course, if you have 1 bomb on your plane, I can recommend you drop it so you have 3 bombs to go with. So we finally got the signal to go ahead. Alright, there we go. Now it's very important to gain high altitude, line up the shots and follow those circle again. Use your friend as a target and then drop so many bombs as you can and just pull up again. So after we have resupplied and start lining up our new bombing run again, I see my friend down below there, and now we just need to wait. Yeah, there we go. We got clear for bombing run again. So pretty much we're going to repeat the same thing we did last time. Drop so many bombs as we can. And there should be it. There we go, finally. If you guys found this video a little helpful, it would mean a lot if you can leave a like. And thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more content in the upcoming future, you can also hit the subscribe button. Take care.